Hello everyone, I'm Bloodrocutioner, aka Chris, and yeah, we're doing something a little bit different today. This is mi casa, my house. So, that being said, we're gonna get into today's video. Today's video, I was able to uncover a lot of information on this home. Actually, later that evening, when we got back to our Airbnb, we ended up uncovering several videos of this wonderful home that this man created so painstakingly and through a lot of hard work and perseverance. In 2022, this home was owned by a couple. The man who created this vision was Erick Erickson. Erick Erickson, at 70 years old, was a master at crafting a bunch of these sculptures that you're going to see in this video, which helped the place get the name the House of Masks. Erick Erickson and his wife were sitting in their bedroom eating supper when all of a sudden, Girl, their dog, ferociously started biting, scratching, and just basically causing a ruckus and hitting into the bedroom door. They did not know the horrors that were about to happen. In the kitchen, a grease fire started to burst into flames. This caused Girl, the 10-year-old rat terrier, to go in a frenzy. Got their attention, and once the couple actually opened the door, they were hit with clouds of black smoke. And this was just a sign to get out, because this was a very ugly house fire. Since it was a grease fires are very hard to maintain and get under control. Needless to say, Girl, the dog, saved the day, and Sandy and Eric were able to escape the home and flag down a passerby to dial 911. As they were waiting for responders, they actually collapsed due to the amount of smoke that they inhaled. So escaping with their life, this left the home in shambles. As you can see in the video I was able to recover from this article that I'm reading now, Eric, at 70 years old, worked out of his home. All the work that he managed to do for people, companies, and keeping up with his eBay store, selling these molds and busts to thousands of people across the internet. He was a student of Kansas City Art Institute and School of Design. He was a toy creator and an artist, and he brought joy to kids and adults alike. And in the back of the property, as you're going to see in the video, there was actually a fourplex apartment building which he didn't rent out for years, so that was already pretty much abandoned before the fire. And the apartments are about 800 square feet. He was in the process of remodeling 2 of them with a little bit of help of the county, and there was a GoFundMe page set up for the family, and once the county stepped in and started helping out clearing the land because it was overgrown, tragically, house is gone. It's just a total loss. And several years later, Erick Erickson, in 2024, I believe it was June, passed away. And Jacob, the Carpetbagger, posted he was devastated to hear that his friend passed away, and that's how I found out that, unfortunately, he was never really able to get the home salvaged and remodeled. The apartments needed windows and doors, and that alone was several $1,000s. This home was something that someone crafted with their own 2 hands, and it was just unique. And this just goes to show, as an urban explorer, and someone who explores these places, it is wild the backstories you uncover on these places. And Jacob the Carpetbagger, I contacted him to see if I could use some of his footage, and he didn't respond, so I'm just going to put a link to both the videos below, before the fire and after. He walks with Eric through his home, they talk about it, and then after the fire, they return and they just kind of walk through the remnants, sadly. And, but yeah, he was a very talented and creative person, and it's just unfortunate that he lost all this in the fire. And videos like this make me just super grateful for what I have. You know, I have an audience that loves these videos. I have, you know, a roof over my head. I have all this stuff that I invested in and just worked for, and I have a camera where I can capture all these great moments and share it with thousands of people. And, you know, I've had my fair share lost. I had to put down my dog that I had for 17 years this year, and that definitely wasn't easy. And I'm pretty sure I touched on other subjects in other videos, but I can't imagine just losing everything and just working so diligently on all these great projects, as you're gonna see in this house, and it's all just gone. Yeah, if you like content like this, you know, give the video a like, share the video, and hit the bell icon, because, you know, I enjoy doing these videos and uncovering these mysteries, and just uncovering these stories of people, and like this one of Girl the dog saving its family. That's just crazy. Thank you guys so much, and I really hope you guys enjoy this video. It was just a real treat just coming across this place, and, you know, just randomly going down the road and we encountered this place, and, you know, it's just one of the many memories that I'm just gonna hold to myself for a long time. That being said, guys, let's get on with the video. Hope you guys enjoy. Subscribe, hit the bell icon, leave a like, and hope you enjoy. Alright guys, so as you can see, there's the main road over there. But what we're really here for is this. There was an upstairs at one point. There is actually equipment over here that I kind of want to look at real quick. So let's go over here and take a look. As you go up here, it has this kind of like really unique like railing design here. There's a fire extinguisher there. As you can see, that did not do this place any good. So yeah. This used to be like some kind of, actually, this looks all custom painted. This looks like some sort of game cabinet, because like you can see cables running through there. Yeah, so that's some kind of game cabinet. This is really unique too. I don't exactly know what this is. It looks like a backdrop to something. Not quite sure what, but yeah, that's pretty interesting to say the least. But yeah, as you can see, it's pretty overgrown. Not too terribly overgrown, but overgrown to where it does kind of draw attention. As I said, we're right next to a main road. You see this bandsaw here. This bandsaw is actually in decent condition still. I mean, a little bit of rust. That motor's probably done for, honestly. But yeah, probably cut a lot of wood for the cabinets that you're gonna see in here. So coming out on the side of this building, you can kind of get more of a peek of what is inside here. It looks like they had like movies here. The Little Mermaid is up there. I can't really recognize what this is up here, but it looks like some kind of plaque. Oh, it looks like a CD maybe. So yeah. So I'm gonna be really careful here because like I said, there's a property right next to it here. But it does look like this upstairs is open. I don't know if they rented these out or if... I really don't know what this could be. Okay, so that's padlocked, so obviously we're not going in there. This is a whole nother different property, actually. It looks to me like, yeah, this is a whole separate property here. Go down here. It's all empty, yeah, empty. Interesting looking place. It kind of looks like multiple families could have lived here at one point. I'm not really sure though. But here you see the back of the property. I just kind of wanted to get my bearings around the property first before actually like going into the place deeper. I think there might actually be somebody up here. You know what? I'm gonna wait. Yeah. If there is signs of people here, I don't really want to find out and be on my own. So yeah, that might be opened. Just look at this. So it looks like some questionable magazines were up there. I'm gonna go in here and show you some more of this abandoned property. But I want to take a moment to let you guys know I appreciate the support and just everyone watching these videos that makes all this possible, the travel, just like the documenting of these places. It is just beyond my words. I'm beyond thankful for all of your guys' support. You can probably spot a few things in here, but I believe that looks like candy. I'm not entirely sure. But if you look in the back, that's what's intriguing me. You can see the projects, I'm assuming, are all labeled. And there's one labeled Skywalker. So me being the Star Wars fan I immediately was like, dude, that is amazing. And unfortunately, I don't think I can fight my way back there to actually pick that up. But honestly, I'm just thankful I can document stuff like this. And you got the, oh, what? I think that is the swamp. The name is escaping me. That horror movie came out way before my time. But you got a bunch of records over there too, it looks like. Yeah, a bunch of records over there. But yeah, these guys are all just hanging out. But yeah, get to this. Ow. There's actually molds in here. Is this a Chewbacca mold? I am so glad that that glass did not get me. Holy shit. Wow. Yeah. That's crazy. The freaking fire damage is so bad. So, okay, it looks like, oh, I think they're maybe fishing. Okay, so I'm gonna head inside before these people see me. Yeah, I think that this was some kind of arcade because this place is just, it's too set up to be a residential. This is definitely not a residential home. This is an arcade of some sort, I'm assuming. Trying to watch my step. Yeah, this was definitely a, yeah, this was definitely a public, like, place. This wasn't a residential home. That's freaking wild. So as you can see, guys, this is probably the main lobby where you come in. And the way this is set up, it's some kind of game center. Like, here you see, like, this looks like the fortune teller booth where you put in money, it tells your fortune and whatnot. That's what this place looks like here. And look how melted this is. It literally melted the plexiglass from this, and it collected outside. It's just a cascade of melted plastic. Oh, you know what? This looks like a claw machine. So like you try and get the prize on the wall. So like they had looks like a walkie-talkie in here. That, all sorts of stuff in there. Like some of it's just burnt beyond recognition. And they had all these like creepy heads. This reminds me of the presidential heads in, I think it's Pennsylvania or Virginia or something like that. But yeah, very creepy, very cool. I completely love the vibes of this place. There's a little troll. They even had a nice little like fireplace set up here. I wonder if that's actually where the fire began, is the fireplace. But yeah, it's a really unique place. Very unique. Just take a look at all the, how badly it melted that. And just the faces lined in this place are just absolutely like, I'm trying to find the words for it. It's absolutely haunting, honestly. Remnants of a couch. It looks like maybe they had seats there. That looks like some kind of seats. This is like a stage, maybe. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, moving on. Yikes. This was a tub. Okay, so I don't know. I don't understand. There's fragrance bottles up there. There's a lot of fragrance bottles for some reason. A whole freaking bedroom. You can make out some photos here. I'm so sorry about my light. It keeps flashing. There we go. You can make out some photos here. So, residential. This has got to be one of the weirdest residential homes I have ever been in. V. Millo. Yo, there's a bunch of costumes in there, it looks like. Wow. Unreal, guys. It just goes to show you that some of the most remarkable homes are the ones you don't think are going to be anything. I had a family here, 4 kids. So I'm guessing the parents lived upstairs. First our mother, forever our friend. Something Thailand. There's a bunch of photos just sitting on the ground. Just yeah. Those photos are unrecognizable. Honestly, these kids lived good. If they had all these arcades and stuff, that's insanity. Kids' room. Scream. Scream. Yeah, take a look at how everything is just kind of falling in up there. Whoa, what is that? Black witchery? Huh. Interesting. You got a bunch of Disney stuff in here. Actually, this is kind of bizarre. It's a mix of stuff in here. You got a lot of CDs. Yeah, so this was like a media documentary 5. Yeah, you got a lot of horror movies and stuff in there. And there's a lot of DVDs and cassettes up there that were lost. Holy smokes. And this is a... I don't know what this mechanism is here. Is this a teleprompter? Could be a teleprompter because there's a keyboard right there. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but if you guys know, enlighten me, please. There's a lot of stuff in this place that I am probably not going to know what the heck it is. That is bizarre. This is extremely unusual. There's a cutout like the one outside that was outside by the bandsaw. Has fish enclosed in like glass, it looks like. But yeah. And I wanted to look at this door. It looks like somebody like bashed through this door. Like they were rushing to get out of here. Obviously, if there's a fire. But even if this place was like abandoned and then somebody just set a fire, like That's quite possible as well. Yeah, so around the mantle of this fireplace, you got like these, I'm guessing it's like tiles. They just kind of stuck up there. But I really dig like this place. Yeah, I'm assuming the fire started back here in the kitchen area. Yeah, I'm assuming the fire started over here somewhere. It looks like maybe here. And then it worked its way forward. And yeah, electrical fire of some sort. Pillsbury, 1999. That's kind of cool. I don't know what happened with my light right now. I was just fiddling with it for about 15 minutes. Can't get my light to work. I don't know what happened. It died, I thought. Switched to battery, turned on. That battery did the same thing, so I don't know. But here you see the kitchen area. You got this nice little coffee maker. You got this pop-out bayside window. Very cool. Yeah, my light just is out of commission now. That's a shame. Don't know what's happening with that. I get new equipment, then I need to get more equipment, and yeah. What? All right, cool, I guess. I don't know what this is all about. Employees must wash hands. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. And again, I know you guys can't see that well, but this is a bedroom leading into the kitchen. Kitchen's over there. Kind of a decent sized kitchen if you ask me. But this, wow. The bed, look at the details in the bed. The top there, it kind of looks like the inside of a coffin. And then they got some kind of ornate, like, mirror detail up there. That's really neat. And I don't know what this giant, it looks like it might be, I don't know what this is. Yeah, no, I don't know what this is. A dresser? I don't know, it doesn't really look like it. And then at one point you had these huge paintings. And again, the ornate like detail around the room, the border of the ceiling, that is cool. So guys, as we were leaving this, there's an old school popcorn machine here. Yeah, you can see old school popcorn machine, and you got popcorn right there. And you got Boston baked beans in there. Got all sorts of stuff down here. Yeah, there's a lot. Wow. All right, guys. So thank you guys so much for joining me for this adventure. I think that is going to be it for this video. This video was just weird because I wasn't expecting to find all this here. But yeah, the sun's going down, we're losing daylight, and we're just driving along this road and boom. Burnt out house, didn't think anything of it. And once we got inside, that's just how it works sometimes. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Smash that like button, leave a comment, subscribe for more content like this. I try and upload videos once a month, sometimes sooner with some shorts in between. But that being said, guys, these videos, they take a lot of time, a lot of work, a lot of money, traveling to different parts of the state. I really want to get to outside of the state eventually, but yeah, this just goes to show you, some of these places you never really know what you're going to find in them. And huge thank you to you guys for showing me the continued support. And like I said, there's plenty more content to come, so smash the like button, hit the bell icon. That being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.